And now there's here and Cranberry Lake and Abbey North, and this is the beginning of the next adventure, right?
This is definitely the beginning of the next adventure. We somehow got very passionate in our returning to Canada. About from now on Canada's our home. That became a matter of a certain kind of passion and allegiance. And we found this property and have developed it into something that can be usable. But also we've developed a real passion about the Africa AIDS situation, and so have spent a great deal of time in the last, particularly in the last 12 months, working with Louise Singleton and Dick Alton and others on on trying to figure out how best to be of service in the HIV/AIDS situation in Africa. We made a decision that far better to start with something than nothing, and so we began to look at the work of the Institute of Cultural Affairs in Africa and decided that there is work of real substance going on there with various ones of the institutes, the nationally based institutes in Africa. In some nations, the institute is in need of some fairly major renovation. But in other places, it's really thriving and doing really quite very good work and growing in its influence. And we decided, good, let's chip in here and see how we can be of use in this situation. And so we've assisted some with financing, but also with presence, and we've just helped to get some volunteers ready to go back, and we're looking at work, particularly some very exciting work in both Kenya and in Rwanda at the moment, but have ongoing relationships with Zimbabwe and Tanzania, and hosted a meeting here at Abbey North for 20 people or so who are interested in the Africa work, including a group of Africans, soon after we moved into Abbey North. So we're hoping that Abbey North can be of service to this effort on Africa, as well as to the church at large in this part of Canada. And we're hoping that that our lives can continue to manifest the kind of service that we decided a long time they were really about.